serving a thrill. Seriously though, you mentioned how important it is to change your thoughts if they're not serving you well. We've said that a couple of times. And some people might say that you just need to have a good attitude about something, and that's not really the whole story though, is it? I mean, I think you need to back it up with something, positive attitude, back it up with some action. What do you think, Jessica? And we'll wind it up with you.
I think attitude is definitely part of it. Talking about risk and mud wrestling your way through. I mean, I'm a woman in a male-dominated field of construction. I've had my own business for 7 years, and one of the things with engaging and talking about all the stuff is making sure that you have a voice, or making sure you have a seat at the table. And that was certainly a challenge for me, and it required confidence and risk taking. But how do you do that? How do you make sure you have a voice at the table? And what I always tell people is that you have to earn it. You can't just say, oh, hi, I know lots of people, and I'm a really nice person, hired Jennifer Construction. It doesn't work that way. You build a relationship, you earn trust, you get a project, and you make darn sure that you deliver it. You do that again, and you do it again, and you do it again, and then you earn your seat at the table, you earn your voice. And so, what I would say to you is, if you want to have your voice, you've got to earn it, one project or whatever, your vocation is at a time.
Wow. What a way to wind this up. I think you can imagine trying to lasso these guys and try to pull all these points together, and we had hoped for some Q&A, but I think we're going to have to wrap it up, which is fine. I hope you guys are okay with that. We could use another hour. Do we have another hour?
No.
All right. Let me just quick sort of summarize some of the points that I just need 2 more minutes because it's been so powerful. And you guys, thank you so much. You've been articulate. You've been impressive. You put a lot of work into this. Thank you very, very much. Okay, some 8 points. Live it, learn it, and share it. That's how you develop leaders. Always have a purpose and a focus as you go through the phases of your life. This is going to bring meaning to what you are doing every day. Do something meaningful, and doing something meaningful is finding your call. What are you here to do? Don't know yet? Keep asking. You're going to figure it out if you keep asking. We choose how to respond what happens to us. Choose high energy responses. Bring love. Ask yourself in a challenging situation, how can I bring love to this challenge? That's the highest level of emotion. And your mind, body, and spirit connection will give you a jolt of energy and a brainstorm, I promise you. An absolute favorite of mine. Your outside world is a reflection of your inside world. And change comes from the inside. So if you want things to be different on the outside, it has to start inside. Blessings are often disguised as tragedy or misfortune. And even though what is happening is terrible, you can't ignore that. You can't pretend it's not happening. You can't say it's not terrible when it is. But depending on how you look at it, though, there's always positives that come from a terrible situation. Relationships are critical. How do you establish and build relationships? You give back to the community. Are you giving back and still struggling? Well, if so, seek out a mentor and follow their advice. And here's another answer, take a leadership role. And be a good leader. Because once you take a leadership role, you have to do what you say you're going to do and do it well. And you will build solid relationships for sure. And the last one thing I would say, I love this. It's not world peace and nobody's going to die. What are you afraid of? Act as if it were impossible to fail, and you will amaze yourself. It's so true. So, now Una, you want to come up here and wrap things up?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for Sharon. That was awesome. She put all of this together. It was her vision. And I just would like to ask our panelists to stay put for just a minute for our final announcements. And we'll take a photo, we'll take a group shot before you leave. I know you want to talk to people in the audience. Again, I'd like to just wrap up by thanking our sponsors today, Conrad Siegel Actuaries and Members First Federal Credit Union. I also want to thank our series sponsors for the 25th anniversary. We have PSCCU, PNC. We have, I'm looking for my list. You see, you see the sign in front of you. Someone help me out. Capital Blue Cross, Hershey, the Patriot News. I mentioned PNC and PSCCU, and our media sponsors, JPL, Harrisburg University, and the Central Penn Business Journal. You have applications for the Community Leadership Series and the Executive Leadership Series available to you now. If you are interested in getting more involved with Leadership Harrisburg area as a connection to greater community service opportunities, please be in touch with us. The information is here today. It's also available on our website. The next Alumni Impact event is on April 12th at Messiah College, featuring the president, Kim Phipps, talking on leadership and education. We have one more save the date for you that's not on the tables in front of you. And if Jess Malone wouldn't mind coming up here to tell us about that, save the date for June 11th.
Hi everybody. This year's Leadership Harrisburg class is doing a community project which will occur on June 11th at the HAC campus here on Cameron, right off of Cameron Street. And we're doing a project to support 6 nonprofits in Allison Hill. And part of that will encompass 3 different venues. There will be a bike ride, there's a motorcycle option, or a walk option, and HAC is helping us create the routes for all 3 of those things.